Welcome to the E-Class children. Tense and Time Part 5 English. Present tense. I have told it you before. It is the simple present tense. Now children, present tense. What is a present tense? A verb that refers to the present time is said to be in the present tense. There are four aspects of present tense. It is discussed in the previous E-class. First, simple present. Second, present progressive. Third, present perfect. Fourth, present perfect progressive. Okay children, first, principles of simple present. Children, we have to remember the various principles. First, subject plus verb. Second, use of SES in the verb where the subject is in the third person singular number. Third, helping verb or auxiliary verb where you will use do and does as helping verb. Fourth, use of do in the first person, second person and third person plural noun or subject. Fifth, use of does in the third person singular number noun or subject. Sixth, generally do does remain hidden in the root verb or base verb or main verb or action verb. 7. Use of be verb, is are as both helping verb and main verb. Now children, use of simple present tense in various ways. First, general use. Second, universal or eternal truth. Third, usual or habitual action or truth. Fourth, is to or am to and has to or have to. Fifth, historical truth or dramatic narrative you can say, or you can say it historical present. 6. Broadcasting commentaries. 7. Simple present during demonstration. 8. Describe a future time event. 9. It is also used with courteous, be authoritarian. 10. Kind exclamations and wishes, which is otherwise called benevolent. 11. Cruel or wicked exclamations and wishes, which is otherwise called malevolent. 12. State verbs, which is otherwise called stative verbs. Stative verbs is divided into three categories: sensory verbs, second verbs of innate perception and cognition, third possessive or relational verbs. Okay children, now general use of simple present tense. I eat rice. We read books. He studies hard or she studies hard. He reads a book or she reads a book. You read a book. You read a books. Children, universal or eternal truth or permanent truth. Examples: the sun rises in the east. Second, water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Third, water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. 4. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Here are as both helping verb and main verb. Next, all the planets move around the sun. He is a good man. Here he is as both helping verb and main verb. Honey is sweet. Light is faster than sound. Children, in all of the cases, these are the examples of eternal truth. Permanent truth means truth forever. So in these cases, verb will be used in simple present form. Now children, usual truth or habitual truth, usual action or habitual action. For example, I wake up early in the morning. I do regular exercise every morning. He does regular exercise every morning. Jackals howl only at night. A leopard prefers hunting at night. Gerund form of the verb hunt is hunting. Maria goes to church every evening. I go for a walk every evening. We go to church twice a week. Now children, is to or am to and has to or have to. Is to means it is settled, and has to or have to means it is obligatory. Obligatory means compulsory. Examples: I am to go there. That means it is settled to go there. He is to go there. That is means it is settled that he is to go there. I have to go there. He has to go there. We have to keep a record of worksheets. It is obligation, means compulsory that we have to keep a record of worksheets. Now children, historical truth, which is otherwise called dramatic narrative, and it is also called historical present. It describes a past event. For example, Mahatma Gandhi is famous for the truth and non-violence. Sri Ramchandra in the Ramayana is famous for his kindness. Neil Armstrong walks on the moon and he knows he is the first human being to do so. Gandhiji utters the word Hey Ram and dies. India gets freedom at the midnight of August 15, 1947. 6. Children, broadcasting commentaries. Running commentary on sports events. In this case, simple present is used. For example, Pele, Brazil footballer, the name of the footballer of Brazil, Pele, defends himself, passes the ball, gets it, kicks, goal! Lionel Messi passes the ball to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo kicks it straight into the goal post. The spinner Sai Kishore delivers the ball and bowls Ken Williamson out. The cavalcade of the president just arrives at the spot, and all stand to greet him. Children, cavalcade means a large group of people travel on horses or vehicles as a part of ceremony. 7. Simple present during demonstration. For example, see, I keep this record board on the glass full of water and then make it upside down. See, now I connect this wire with the main wire. I put this magnet on the table and see, now all the metallic things stick to it at once. 8. Describe a future time event. For example, to express a planned series of actions in the future. The Prime Minister arrives at 10 a.m. the day after tomorrow. We sail for America next Monday. Pratik gets married at 4 p.m. and the couple leaves off Sakigopal at 4 a.m. tomorrow. 9. Again simple present tense used with a courteous, polite, especially in a way that shows respect. Example, we beg to state that, I beg your pardon, etc. Next, authoritarian. Authoritarian, or belief that people should obey authority and rules. Example, what I say is rule. It is authoritarian. We authorize you as our representative. C. Aggressive or argumentative manner. Means angry or behave in a threatening way. We refute all your baseless allegations. Refute means children deny. Means to prove that something is wrong or something is not true. Now children, kind exclamations and wishes, which is called benevolent. Example, God bless you, God save the king. 11. Cruel or wicked exclamations and wishes, which is otherwise called malevolent. Example, to hell, devil takes your soul. Okay children, now state verbs, which is called stative verbs. Stative of a verb expresses a state or condition rather than an activity or event. Otherwise, stative verbs are verbs that express a state rather than an action. These verbs relate to thoughts, emotions, relationships, senses, states of being, and measurement. A state verb states a stative action without any definite beginning or end. There are 3 categories of such verbs. First, sensory verbs. Second, verbs of innate perception and cognition. Third, possessive or relational verbs. Now children, sensory verbs. What are they? See, touch, smell, taste and hear. In sentence format in simple present, I smell something burning. Honey tastes sweet. I hear clearly. I see an aeroplane. The disciple touches the teacher's spit. Now children, verbs of innate perception and verbs of innate cognition. Innate perception means inactive sensing. It is a kind of sensing that takes place automatically without any active process going on. Verbs of this group are feel, hear, see, smell, taste. Verbs of innate cognition are verbs like believe, forget, think, know, and understand. Now children, more examples of verb of innate perception and verbs of innate cognition is given here. Want, recall, mind, mean, matter, love, like, know, intent, etc. You go through it, children. Okay. Now children, simple present tense of verbs of innate perception and innate cognition. Wants, everybody wants peace. Wish, I wish you a happy life. Understands, he understands nothing. Thinks, he thinks too much. Seems, it seems easy. Prefer, we prefer coffee to tea. Wants, he wants a parlor. Need, the writers need not fear anyone. Like, I like to beat their drum. Perceive, I perceive danger in this. Resembles, she resembles her mother. Trust, we trust him. Never, we never deceive anyone. Exist, atmosphere doesn't exist in the moon. Matter, it doesn't matter. Wordsworth happened to see the solitary reaper. I believe you. Everybody adores beauty. The chairman desires to meet you. Everybody dislikes him. Everybody hates him. Everyone loves music. Nobody doubts his integrity. Now children, possessive or relational verbs. Something belongs to somebody. Be, belong to, comprise, consist of, contain, concern, cost, depend on, deserve, equal, fit, have, include, involve, lack, matter, need, owe, own, possess, remain, require, resemble, seem, sound, suffice, tend, etc. I have a packet of sweets. This book belongs to me. This book consists of two parts. This box contains gold biscuits. When we use the stative verbs in indefinite form or simple present form, it looks correct, comfortable to hear. Progressive form, we feel uncomfortable, awkward to hear and handle. However, we can use the continuous form of some of these state verbs. Continuous form means children, progressive form. These are used very few cases in case of active thinking or feeling for a period of time. It is not a permanent attitude. For example, we are expecting her arrival any time now. She is loving every bit of her stay at Simla during the summer holidays. Some state verbs like belong to, consist of, contain, depend on, deserve, desire, know, own, matter, possess, prefer, seem, etc. should never be used in continuous form or progressive form. Okay children, now how did you enjoy? Don't forget to subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel Das Marathonjay. And children, don't forget to follow my blog http://mrtdas.blogspot.com. Thank you children. It will be continued and wait for that moment. Thank you again.